Your Majesty at your service. Welcome to Fairy Queen Talks. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of my podcast, Peace Within. Not a day goes by without something major happening in this world. It's a true privilege and blessing to be able to wake up and know what to expect within your day. When my awareness of the reality for others awakens, for some odd reason, it makes the conflicts I have within my life and my head seem so small and insignificant. I start to think about what really matters and about developing peace within. Last week, I spoke about taking the lead in our lives. It's so easy to look ahead into our unknown future. It's exciting as you have the ability to evolve. However, sometimes the past looms back into your future, which stops our ability to move on because of things that are unresolved. This could come in the shape of relationships with people, our habits, and negative things we hold on to. In light of all the things that are happening in our world, I want to talk to you about us as individuals, finding peace within ourselves, by freeing ourselves from the negativity we have and to develop peace within. When we have peace within, feel secure within, and take the lead in all aspects of our lives, we can truly tap into our greatness and be a support to people who are in need, because we can focus on things other than ourselves. I want to share this quote with you from Steve Maraboli because it's so powerful. Cry, forgive, learn, move on. Let your tears water the seeds of your future happiness. Whatever you've had to go through in your life up to this moment is not in vain and has its worth for your happiness. With that in mind, I want to move on to things that we can do to move forward with our lives and resolve the negative things from our past and find peace within. According to Tony Robbins, we need to figure out why moving on from the past is necessary. The first step is to acknowledge what is holding you back and determine your reason for wanting to move on. What exactly are you holding on to? Once you've identified what's holding you back, ask yourself, what are the reasons that I absolutely must move beyond this? How will your life change when you learn how to move on from the past? How will it change your relationships? And how will you feel in this new chapter of your life? This is one of the most important parts of the process because it will help you to stay committed to moving on from the past. Sarah Lindbergh from Healthline offers 12 ways we can move on from our past. 1. Create a positive mantra to counter the painful thoughts. How you talk to yourself can either move you forward or keep you stuck. Often, having a mantra that you tell yourself in times of emotional pain can help you reframe your thoughts. 2. Create physical distance. It's not uncommon to hear someone say that you should distance yourself from the person or situation that is causing you to be upset. 3. Do your own work. Focusing on yourself is important. You have to make the choice to address the hurt you've experienced. When you think about a person who has caused you pain, bring yourself back to the present. Then focus on something that you're grateful for. 4. Practice mindfulness. The more we can bring our focus to the present moment, the less impact our past or future has on us. When we start practicing being present, our hurts have less control over us, and we have more freedom to choose how we want to respond to our lives. 5. Be gentle with yourself. If your first response to not being able to let go of a painful situation is to criticize yourself, it's time to show yourself some kindness and compassion. This looks like treating yourself like we would treat a friend, offering ourselves self-compassion, and avoiding comparisons between our journey and those of others. Hurt is inevitable, and we may not be able to avoid pain. However, we can choose to treat ourselves kindly and lovingly when it comes. 6. Avoid the negative emotions to flow. If your fear of feeling negative emotions is causing you to avoid them, don't worry, you're not alone. In fact, many times people are afraid of feeling such as grief, anger, disappointment, or sadness. Rather than feeling them, people just try and shut them out, which can disrupt the process of letting go. Let negative emotions flow out of you. It may require mental health intervention, but fighting them can leave you stuck. 7. Accept that the other person may not apologize. Waiting for an apology from the person who hurt you will slow down the process of you letting go. If you're experiencing hurt and pain, it's important you take care of your own healing, which may mean accepting that the person who hurt you isn't going to apologize. 8. Engage in self-care. When we are hurting, it often feels like there is nothing but hurt. Practicing self-care can look like setting boundaries, saying no, doing the things that bring us joy and comfort, and listening to our own needs first. The more we can implement self-care in our daily lives, the more empowered we are. From that space, our hurts will not be so overwhelming. Number 9, surround yourself with people who fill you up. This simple yet powerful tip can help carry you through a lot of hurt. We can't do life alone. We can't expect ourselves to get through our hurts alone either. Allowing ourselves to lean on loved ones and their support is such a wonderful way, and not only limiting isolation, but of reminding us of the good that is in our lives. 10. Give yourself permission to talk about it. When you're dealing with painful feelings or a situation that hurt you, it's important to give yourself permission to talk about it. Sometimes people can't let go because they feel they aren't allowed to talk about it. This may be because the people around them no longer want to hear about it, or the person is embarrassed or ashamed to keep talking about it. But talking it out is important. Find a friend or a therapist who is patient and accepting, as well as, be willing to be your sounding board. 11. Give yourself permission to forgive. Since waiting for the other person to apologize can stall the process of letting go, you may have to work on your own forgiveness. Forgiveness is vital to the healing process because it allows you to let go of anger, guilt, shame, sadness, or any feeling that you may be experiencing and you're holding on to, and eventually move on. And number 12, the last one, seek professional help. If you're struggling to let go of a painful experience, you may benefit from talking to a professional. Sometimes it's difficult to implement these tips on your own, and you need an experienced professional to help you guide you through the process. And there is no shame going to a therapist. We all need help, and sometimes our friends and family can't provide us the help that we need. So if you need professional help, do seek it. Letting go is not easy, but necessary for us to move on. As you work on these things one by one, with time, you will feel the negativity leaving your mind, body, and life, and you will feel that peace developing within you. And with that peace, you can do anything and have a future of happiness. I will end with another quote from Steve Maraboli, and it goes like this. The beautiful journey of today can only begin when we learn to let go of yesterday. At the end of each episode, I address the queendom. Figure out why moving on from the past is important. Create a positive mantra and remind yourself of it often. Start with the work within. Allow yourself to be present and feel your emotions. Negativity has no place in your mind, body, or soul. Seek help when you cannot do it alone. Peace within is priceless. Thank you so much for listening to Fair Queen Talks. See you next time.